Step 1. Teach the behaviors, settle, and go to your bed.
The first step is deciding how you want your dogs to wait while you prepare their meal. Now, a lot of people ask their dogs to sit stay or down stay, but the problem with that is if you have a dog that's excited or overexcited by food, it can be like building up their anticipation to eat it so that when you release them to their food, they then scarf it down as fast as they can. Now, if you had a dog that was very uninterested in food, this could be a perfect technique for teaching them to be more excited by food, by asking them to sit, wait, here it comes, oh my goodness, okay, get it. And that would make the dog more interested in eating his meal. Now, for my dogs, I like them to eat slowly and calmly, especially in a group. My spouse's dogs and mine, some of them guard food, so we want meal times to be as calm as possible and for no one to feel like they have to guard their meal. So I use the settle, and you know probably if you've seen my work that I use the settle for everything, that my mentor Kyle Rayon showed me. But basically, you sit around the house with your treats in your hand and your treat bag, and when you see that your dogs are not thinking about the food, they're just calmly relaxed, Wish is going to sleep right now, I'm going to go and drop a treat between your paws. Now, we've worked on this since she was a puppy, but what will normally happen is the dog will then pop up and hound you, going, hey, give me the treats. You have treats. Are we going to train? What's going on? Can I have some of those? And you just ignore the dog and wait till they realize, oh gosh, she's not going to give me anything. And then they go back to settling, and that's when you can reinforce. You could use a marker word as well, if, like for over here with Kiko, I could say yep, and then go and give her a treat. If I think she might get up as I'm going to her, or know that me getting up means she's going to get the treat. But I wouldn't use a clicker if you use the clicker for exciting behaviors. So if you click, you can actually make them think they're in a training mode and get excited. What I would prefer is that they're all calm and just chilling, and knowing that if they just chill, food might come to them, but if they get up, most likely nothing will happen. So I'm just about to prepare their food. I have their bowls out, I'm going to add their raw food, and I'm going to reinforce them for settling. Now, another thing you have to think about is where you want your dog to wait. Now, Wish is settled on this little mat here, but that's usually where Kiko and Tug wait. And this new bed that I pulled out, that I want to be where Wish waits, because she's the one that follows me around, that bed is where I want her to wait. I have a tutorial on how to teach your dog to go to their bed, which I'll put in the description, but basically you can do a very simple method of just tossing a treat into the bed, and as the dog goes into the bed, click and give a second treat, and then feed, or click and feed for your dog staying in the bed. And then add a release cue, so while they're in the bed, you then release them out free. Awesome. Click and feed the dog for coming out. Then you pretend to throw a treat into the bed, and as the dog goes to look for the pretend treat, you can click and reinforce the dog for going to the bed. Wish, right here. Awesome. So after you throw your pretend treat, most likely the next time the dog will realize you're not throwing the treat, so the next time you're going to throw a real treat, click and treat your dog for going to the bed. Then you can cue your dog to down, or lure your dog into a down and feed. Then, after a couple of training sessions, this gesture will signify going to the bed to lay down.
Step 2. Teach your dog that preparing the meal is the cue to go to the bed and settle.
Wish knows this gesture means go to the bed and lie down and wait calmly for reinforcement, but now I would like to make the cue of her going to her bed the food. So I don't want to have to tell all the dogs what to do every time I feed them. I want to make the preparing of the food mean that it's time to lay down and relax, rather than follow me around. Okay. There's a couple of ways to teach the dog that preparing the food means go and relax on your bed. Now, one way is training the dog in a session where you say, go to your bed, feed the dog for going to the bed, repeat multiple times, release the dog, and then see if the dog might go to the bed on their own. Awesome. And start offering it in this environment. Then when the dog is reliably offering it without this cue, then you can start making reaching for the bowls, the cue to go to their bed. Another way to train this is to add a new cue to the go to the bed cue. So to do that, you simply need to add the new cue first. So me getting the bowls is going to predict me telling her to go to her bed. So when you are feeding your dogs, then you can get their bowls and then tell them to go to their bed. If you tell them to go to their bed and then get their bowls, it might not be as easy for them to make the connection that getting the bowls and putting food in them means weight in your beds. So, I'm going to do it with Wish. Wish free. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to go get her bowl. Say, go to your bed. Good job. Awesome. Now I'm going to go put some food in it. And she thought she should follow me. So, which is exactly what she does when I make dinner. Everyone else is perfect. Okay, so Wish, are you ready? I'm going to walk this way and say, go to your bed. Good girl. It's very hard for you, I see. Go to your bed. Good girl. Wish free. Awesome. There's nothing in here. You think there is, though. You almost did it. Good. Awesome. Good. Get it, Tug. Good. So she's not laying down completely. She's in a kind of a stound, which is like a sit and a down combination. So I just lured her down and gave her the treat. Now I'm going to release her free. And she can see that if she did get up, nothing good happened. So it's kind of pointless to follow me around. The best thing that she could do is wait in her bed. I'm not going to let her lick the bowl anymore because she seems to find that reinforcing. Kiko, go in your bed. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. You wait there, Keeks. Good. That's it. Awesome. Go in your bed. Good. Good. That's perfect. We like that, don't we? We do.
Step 3. Practice at dinner time.
When you feed your dog, it's important to remember to release them if you want them to stay while you're waiting. Are you ready? Wish free. Good girl. Oh wait, that's not yours. Splash free. And I usually don't make them wait in a down. They can just wait standing, so I'm just going to leave them there. Good job. If you have a dog that guards food, I don't suggest feeding them like I did, so close together. I would feed the dogs in separate rooms at first. You teach them this game of go to their bed or go to their crate, and then you serve each dog their meal and give them space so that they can start to make the association that dinner time is a calm time. Then, if you want to start working on getting them maybe in the same room or not worrying about the other dog being in the same room, then I suggest doing that after training them first to be calm on their own and get professional help from a positive reinforcement trainer rather than if you have severe food aggression, trying to work on it on your own because it can be very difficult to spot the dog's signs that they are unhappy.